Is that who you wanted to see in the championship?
Of course, we lost against them. It just only made sense that we got to do it again. But the real stakes are on the line this time. I knew that when we played them again, that we weren't going to lose the next time.
That rematch, we're going to get them again. So
I wouldn't be surprised if we play them again in the playoffs, and then we have to like really just step it up again.
I think we beat them by 15.
For sure.
Oh man, that was, I don't know. I manifested that. That was a good game. I was nervous going into that because they beat us earlier during the season. So yeah, I wanted to see them during the championship.
I wanted to see them in the playoffs.
Yeah, we are now. Nice. Good job. Woo! Good steal. Woo! Move around, come around. Come on, you got it. Oh, we got her. Oh my. Oh my. Foul. Major. Straight up. Drop. Good job. Okay, we got it. Yeah.
Playoff game. Go into that. How are you feeling coming into it?
coming into it, as stated, I thought we were the best team in the league. We just had that one game where they got us. Coming into it as well, I thought that they would underestimate us since they did beat us and they weren't undefeated going into it. But I think we did have the advantage having just played and the toughest game we played all season, I would argue. So coming into it, I felt really good. I felt really good.
One more.
Everybody's come here to play. On our team, I can't necessarily say for them. They weren't missing their best player. And I think that really affected them, but yeah, we just kept it going, the energy. I didn't hit anything the first game prior for that playoff game, but that championship, I'm pulling. In the corner, whenever you see me, I'm pulling straight up. So that's what it was. And everybody was hitting, literally. And it just, it felt good. Everything was flowing. Ball movement was good. Defense was great. Everybody's hitting shots. It just felt like we got to take turns and, playing tag, and we would never hit. So that's what it felt. I liked it.
So playoff game 3, we played against Metro, and I pulled my hamstring earlier in the season, and I didn't play the regular season game against Metro. And I really wanted to play. And our team, that was the only game that we lost, honestly. And that was something that I was kind of upset about, because I'm like, man, I want to play. I feel like I let the team down a bit. But I'm like, it's regular season. So I sat out and we lost it. And I think they beat us by 20 that game. So, and we didn't play well. So I'll also say that. and that's okay. You know, like we still have the playoffs coming up. So this is the championship game, and your question is, knowing that Metro was the only team we lost to this season, what were your thoughts on seeing them in the championship game? I was excited. You know, I felt like we could beat this team. I felt like I would have had a presence in this game, just individually from a defensive standpoint, that would help, and just being locked in from that standpoint. And then we played a small ball, like we didn't have bigs, so they would have had to adjust to our style. And I think we showed that we played them in the regular season, that they would have to adjust to playing small ball. They had a pretty sizable team, and they were also undefeated. You know, like that's always, when you say add fuel to the fire, yeah, I want to play against those teams that are undefeated, who, you know, expect to win, and other people expect them to win, and they got to see it. So, yeah, that just that.
All right, so championship game, going into it, how am I feeling? I'm feeling good. You know, after the La Bamba game, for the semifinal game, I feel like we can take on anyone at this point. I would say honestly that the La Bamba game in the playoffs was our most difficult game yet, and given that we were able to rally and come back from that, being down double digits at least once, I know. Yeah, I'm feeling good. There's no one else I want to see in the playoffs, so I'm ready to get it.
Before jump ball starts, how are your feelings going through your head? Are you just ready to go? Do you have any kind of concern, flashbacks to the first game against Metro?
Honestly, none. Like, I didn't have any flashbacks going into the game. Again, like, I feel like just coming off of one, like, we just hooping and we just played well, you know, like, we didn't play our best game of basketball, but it's like, man, we're in rhythm. Like, I think when they got on the court, believe it or not, I think because they had just watched me play La Bamba, certain guys were coming up to me and I was like, oh, you're too friendly for a championship game, to be honest. I'm like, if you coming to me, you like smiling, asking me stuff, I'm like, okay, you're not as dialed in. You don't want to play. Like, I'm all for like friendly competition, but this is a championship game. Like, you know, let's go. Like, what are we talking about right now? So yeah, I feel like I didn't have any pressure. I was just ready to hoop.
We've seen it both when we played them the first time and just seeing some of their games throughout the season that they were very clearly a second half team. Did you have any concern coming out of halftime that they were going to potentially mount a comeback, or were you confident that with the lead we had, we were pretty much guaranteed?
The way we were playing, I didn't even see a solution for them, I'm gonna be honest. Like, they could have came in and scored 20 and I was like, nah, we're not gonna lose.
Was I expecting a comeback? Kind of.
I didn't think so.
Not necessarily.
I wasn't worried at all.
I didn't think they was gonna catch up.
It's just we had a different mindset that game. I think we probably were all on dog mode, just wanted to win so bad. We wanted it more. It wasn't going to be taken away from us, so that's how I felt. They really could have scored 20, like I said. It wasn't even changing anything for me mentally. I'm gonna go in, play my hardest. And I knew that we had everybody else was gonna hit too, so yeah, there's no answer.
I think that they look pretty beat, honestly. And I think that their body language and how they played in that second half showed a lot of how they felt from what we did in the first half. So I didn't expect them to come out strong. I felt like we could have beat them by 40, honestly. And I think that we maybe let off the gas a bit, but I think we could have beat them by 40, easy.
Only because Mike was out of it, and I know Mike is the engine. So once we got him, man, I know his knee was hurting, I think, but once we got him out of it, 8 minutes into the game, something like that, I knew it was over.
So during halftime, my whole message to the team was just to not take our foot off the gas, that we know that they're a second half team. We saw that literally every game that they played that we saw. They were a second half team every game. So that was my big point of emphasis, is do not let up, keep playing, come out hard, go at them, be aggressive, and just don't relax until that final buzzer sounds.
Man, my perspective with especially that particular game, that Metro team that we played on that night, was they were frustrated. A lot of basketball, it is like X's and O's, how many shots you make, so on and so forth. But a lot of it is a mental game as well as an emotional game. And I feel like they were extremely frustrated with the refs. They were extremely frustrated with not getting shots to fall. They were extremely frustrated, I noticed, when I would score particularly. So it was like a lot of times when you got your opponent like not in the right mental space, it's easier for you to capitalize and do what you need to do because you are. Like, if now they're battling the referees and we can just focus on the game, they now have two opponents versus we just have that one. So I wasn't really worried about it. I feel like as long as we could stay together, share the ball, and just really not let up. That was one game where I feel like we just didn't let up. We didn't get like laxed. And I don't even think it was because of the championship game. I think we were just connected. We just had energy. The ball had energy. And everybody just did their thing.
I still thought we were gonna beat them or whatever. Being 25 up, I didn't think they was gonna catch up with us. Well, yeah, I still think we had the game in the bag.
Straight up, straight up.
One more.
Come on. Yep, that's okay. That's okay. Rebound. There it is. Travel, travel. Watch out, back! Straight up. Yeah, they need a timeout. They need a timeout.
So what did not just making it to the championship, but obviously winning the championship mean to you personally?
Well, I did think we was gonna win the trophy. It's all good though. We got our championship. That's all I care about. We won. We got a T-shirt, so I can represent our win.
We're them. Him. That guy. The team. It got corrected. We took that L from before, and we got to see the overview as the best team in the league. Bragging rights at that gym, so yeah, ready for what's next, man.
Well, it's always a championship that gets me when we win a championship. It's always just not so much bragging rights, but you feel good. You feel like you evolve throughout the season, and you guys collectively come together, and for one common interest, and that's to win. So that was a mindset for me, and just seeing like defensively we got so much better. Offensively, we started to notice each other's tendencies and know where folks like the ball, and just to play together. So I think that when you win, it's always great. Especially I hadn't played in a men's league in over 10 years at this point. So and then coming back and being hampered, throughout the entire season, and injury ridden, I just felt like it was a great confidence booster, and just knowing that like they haven't seen me individually play my best basketball. So
We won the game. What does that mean to you?
Man, it meant everything because we put a lot into that season, not just on Tuesday nights. It was a lot of early mornings getting up to go shoot, a lot of early mornings like just training, hoping that you can play your best when it is time to play. And I feel like to win something like that, because that was the first time I ever won something, like that in sports. It really was like just eye-opening. It's like, wow, like we actually were playing for something. It wasn't just to like just have fun. Like I got, you want to win at the highest level. It's fun to win, some of those regular season games, but to see like, the banner come out and everyone's excited and you get a t-shirt and you get, it's the little things that kind of make you appreciate the longer journey. And honestly, like right after receiving that, I'm like, man, we got to get another one.
So what did winning this championship mean for you personally?
I mean, great. Everything. This was our first time running together. We gelled after a few games, and we managed to push it all the way to the end. Having some close games, especially that one, the semis. The semis. The way we played was how teams who played together for a while played. So it felt good to push through. Of course, get our redemption against our revenge against the team that beat us. It's always good taking out an undefeated team in the championship. This is, oh, you good, you good. This is a sidebar, but I'm a Patriots fan, and it hurt like hell when the Giants ruined that undefeated season in the Super Bowl. So I always think about that, but it felt good. It felt really good. Of course, hoping to run it back. And again, coming from Monday, where I didn't think I played good, so coming into Tuesday, being able to win it all felt really good.
So what does this mean for me? So for me, this is kind of a full circle moment. Looking back 5 years ago, struggling to really, for me personally, struggling to score, and from a team perspective, struggling to find any success, any momentum, anything like that, to now where we actually gelled really well. We had great chemistry. Saw huge wins. Even when we faced adversity, we were able to rally back. So that was huge. And just to be able to be a part of that was big. To share the floor with a great group of guys. There's no one else I'd rather have been on the court with. And to have Joe there, other Joe who got hurt in the first game, to have him there for that was big too. Definitely glad he's able to be there. Just for me, I mean, that was big to feel. I know it's not like a college or a professional playoffs level of success or anything like that, but this is probably the only type of league I'll ever be in, and so it felt good to be able to actually get that success, win the championship, and to do it with such a great group of guys. And hopefully we'll be back next season defending the title, and hopefully go back to back. We'll see what the future holds. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who participated, helped out in any capacity with the series, with the season. Shout out to the team, awesome group of guys. No one else I'd rather be on the court with. And just thank you to everyone who saw these videos for the support. This was a lot of fun to both to participate in and to be able to post these videos and tell this story. It was a lot of fun to do that. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to like these videos, and see you in the next one.